and welcome back to my channel. My name's Jodie and thank you for dropping by. Apologies for the voiceover intro. We were having a bit of work done on our property and it was quite noisy and I didn't quite get a chance to film one. So hopefully this voiceover will suffice. I do get the chance to talk again later in the video, but at the start here, you just got me on voiceover. So this video is just a bit of maintenance, what I get up to in the garden, in the veggie patch when I am out here for a couple of hours. So firstly I just do a walk through the veggie patch and I just check everything and make sure everything's looking quite healthy, see if there's any problems. And then here you've just seen me do a quick harvest, so I noticed that the Chinese cabbage needed to be harvested, so I've just gone and taken the bottom leaves off all of those. By taking the bottom leaves I'm actually maximising my harvest a bit, which is a pretty good thing to do. And now I've just gone through and harvested all of the bolting pak choys. We had a 25-degree day last week and that unfortunately meant that all my pak choys bolted. So instead of wasting them, I decided to pick them before they fully flowered and we can eat that in a stir fry. So the next job on the list was to do my weekly fertilize with the seaweed solution. This is just a nice quick feed for the veggies to make sure they are getting all the nutrients that they need. And if you haven't met her before, this is Shelby, our 13-year-old Staffy. She loves to get down in the garden with us and see what we're up to. At this point I realised that some of the things that were in the veggie patch don't like to be fertilised, which is the peas and the beans, so I picked up the hose just to give them a quick water before I fertilised the rest of the veggies, just to make sure that they weren't too dry. I was down in the veggie patch a couple of days before this video was filmed and I had trimmed all of the tomatoes, done all the pruning, and I had trellised them all up, but I had neglected to pick up all of the tomato prunings, and so I thought I would come through and pick all those up. It's not good practice to leave pruned tomato leaves on the ground, particularly if they're harbouring any diseases that can spread it. So I'm out here in the veggie garden, the original garden, and I've just noticed that there are a few self-seeded lettuces that are popping up in the walkways. So I think I might actually pull them out and replant them up in the main veggie patch so that they don't get stepped on. But how exciting is that?
Acting like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. times I've stranded, a castaway on unknown shore, although a stranger in this continent, I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom, always in bloom for you. An infatuated light.
Another not so fun discovery though is this eaten out tomato. So it looks like the possums have found the tomatoes and I'm going to have to start netting them again, which is a bit of a bummer. Anyway, I've still got this cart of dead lavender here from the other day, so I'm going to take that down, as well as some tomato bags that I need to wash, and these little seedlings that we started together the other day as well. So I'm going to plant these. Just picked the last of the leeks that I had still in the ground from actually almost this time last year, I think. They're not really growing anymore, so I figured I'll just pick them. I'm also going to go through now and get some of the broccoli shoots, broccoli side shoots, and throw them in this bucket as well. And I might start picking the broccoli greens as well. We've discovered we actually quite enjoy the leaves of the broccoli, and there's a heap of food, if you really think about it, that doesn't get used. So I thought I might just pick the leaves and we can freeze them and use them in stir fries and things like that. So I'm going to start that process too. World's fanciest harvesting basket too. Oh well, just use what you got, right? There's a heap of bees in here, loving on these pak choi blossoms, and I think they're quite mad at me because I'm disturbing them while I'm trying to get all these broccoli leaves. I really hope they're visiting the nectarine tree because that's in full bloom at the moment. I'll go show you. Look, there is a little bee on it. Oh, that makes me so happy. I hope they are loving what they're finding there on that nectarine tree. But check out all of these blooms. It's such a tiny tree and it is just covered in blooms. I have no idea whether I'm supposed to have pulled things off or anything like that, but I don't think I would have the heart to anyway. So we'll just leave it and see what happens, and I'll do a bit of research to work out what I'm supposed to do pruning wise for this next season. I am going to pull off these bottom shoots though, because I am pretty confident we don't want those. I'm assuming we don't even want these branches, but they've got flowers on them, so I can't bring myself to pull them off. But I will pull off these ones right down the base so we can start to get it to be a bit more like a tree. Just look at all this food. So I've started to pick the leaves now, even though we're still getting all of the side shoots, because spring is definitely on its way, and we're going to start seeing more and more pest pressure and things like that. So I thought I would get them while they're still looking good, and we can just throw them in the freezer. So this here is the swede patch, and I've got a couple in here that are actually sizing up really well. These poor plants had a really hard start to life as well. We had so much rain and all the seeds got dislodged and everything. So I think I'm just going to be thankful for what I actually am getting. But I think I might pull a couple of these bigger ones to try and give the other ones a bit more room to grow and see what happens.
Hold on, wait for the morning till the sun comes over the hills. Make your call loud and clear. I will listen patiently. How are you to know? How are you to know? It's all the things you do, all the things I don't. Close your eyes, hear the birds singing. Take your time, I'll be here. How was I to know?
So the idea behind the slide is that we're going to create kind of a mini playground next to the veggie patch area, and that way Eleanor can be playing on the playground while we are working in the yard, in the veggie patch, whatever we need to do. So the start of that is this slide, and then we will be putting in a trampoline, but that's a Christmas present. I put the mulch at the bottom of the slide just to create a sort of less muddy, maybe slightly softer landing spot for her. And that mulch came from our own trees that we had mulched in the yard, which is really nice. So there's the slide, goes down onto the mulch patch. Then if you swing around, there's the orchard down there. the old veggie patch, and around here we have the new veggie patch, and I am standing in the spot that will one day have a trampoline. So I think the last thing I want to get done this afternoon is to plant those little seedlings that we brought down. So I don't think I'm going to put all of them in, but I'm going to prick out a few and put them into the veggie patch. Okay, so that was some silver beet that I've just put in, some Swiss chard I think it is in other places. I've also got some rocket and some spinach that I'm going to throw in. I think I'll leave the basil to grow on a bit more before I put that out, since that likes a bit warmer weather. So I think the spinach and the rocket I'm going to put in some of the other beds that I've already got them in. So let's move over there and do that. So I've already got some more established rockets in here. That we are almost at the stage where we can start picking leaves off, but not all of the seeds germinated when I direct sowed them in here, so this is a good opportunity to put some of these ones that I have started from seed in punnets into here to fill in all the blank spaces. So I think we're going to be able to fit quite a few in here, so let's just go for it, I guess. Got to be mindful that I do have leeks in this section back here, even though they're really difficult to see. I'm going to try and not disturb those. I'm going to throw the remaining rockets in this spot where I just had to pull out a cabbage that had bolted, because I might as well just throw them in. Don't have anything else to put in here at this stage, and with our hot weather in summer they won't last too long, so I will have this space back to be able to plant something else for the summer season. Okay, last is the spinach, and that's in the final bed. Yes, it is in that one, so let's go over there. So once again, spinach is one of those crops here in our climate that does not last very long at all into the spring and summer, so planting it out now at the end of winter, and hopefully we might get a small harvest before it's all done. I've got spinach already in this area here, which is starting to grow their first true leaves. So hopefully we'll be eating spinach not too far away. Thank you for stopping by, and I really hope you enjoyed seeing what I get up to in a typical day of vegetable garden maintenance. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!